Hello and welcome to this free mandolin lesson aimed at mainly advanced players. Over the next 10 minutes or so we're going to take a look at the great David Grisman tune called EMD, also known as Eat My Dust, which probably indicates how quick David Grisman intended to play this tune. The tune itself, hopefully, at the end of this lesson will sound a little bit like this. Everything we talk about in this lesson, including the tab for that tune, is included in a free PDF which is linked below. So the melody, it's only a 16-bar melody. This is mainly intended as like a really cool jam tune. If you ever watch videos of David Grisman, there's some great videos on YouTube. It's sort of every instrument has a go. Everyone does really nice solos. You sort of keep going, just keep going, keep going. Just because it's a relatively simple sort of progression and melody. It's sort of almost more of a sounding board than anything else, this tune. But we'll have a quick learn of it. So the first 12 bars is the same phrase. It sounds a bit like this. Now you might think that's a bit mad to reach up for the 8th fret. And that's not how I used to play it until I wanted to do this video, and then I watched Grisman playing it, and he really does reach out for that 8th fret with his pinky finger. So if we just try that round a few times. 3, 4. And again. 3, 4. And again. 3, 4. So that's it, that's the main hook. If you are struggling with reaching for that 8, you could take it on to the next string. So again, it's quite a loose tune, this. And then the final phrase goes to an A chord, and then a little repeating pattern. So if I do that again, it includes the 2 notes before it, so 1, 2. And with that ending phrase, it's both times it's my middle and so 3, 2, 3, 2, da, 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 and then the same thing moved back, so the middle finger's helping out there on 2 and 1. So, let's try the whole tune together. I'm just going to dive in. I'm assuming you're a relatively advanced player. We'll try this around 160 to start with, but I have my click on every other beat, so it's set at 80 on my metronome. And let's just dive in, try twice through. Always use the cog if down here in the corner, and slow me down if this is a bit quick, but let's give it a go. 80 BPM. And 1, 2, 3, 4. And again. One more. Last phrase. And again. Second line. Third line. There it is, Eat My Dust at 80 BPM, but seeing as how it's called Eat My Dust EMD, we probably should speed that up a little bit. So let's try it now at 85 and then 90, and we'll just keep speeding up. Just once through. This is 85. 1, 2, 3, 4. Second line. Third line. Last line. 90 BPM. 1, 2, 3, 4. Just a very brief mention of the chords. You've got E minor to C7, so you, as always, you can do any chord shape. But I like the closed way of playing this. So you've got 4-5-7 for E minor, goes to 5-5-7-6 for C7. So I quite like how those two voicings go together, and then closed A, and then same C7. And then just down one fret for B7. So if we were just to jam through the chords once through at about 90, here we go. 1, 2, 3, E minor to C7 to E minor to C7. One more time doing that progression. And then to A. So seeing as how that tune wasn't too long to learn, I just want to talk about how you would improvise over those changes, over that chord chart. There's a few scales that you can use. So I think when faced with something like this, it's always good to set up a little framework of what you're going to work with. So that framework could be a pentatonic scale, it could be a major scale, it could just be arpeggios. The framework could be the melody, and you're just going to ever so slightly deviate from the melody. But it's always good to have a little idea of what framework you're working with. And when I watch David Grisman solos for this tune in particular, he's definitely using the minor scale with a blues note added as his sort of jumping off point. So let's get to that scale that David Grisman is using. So this is in E natural minor. So E, F sharp, G, A, B, C, D, E. It's the same notes as a G scale, but starting and ending on E. So the E natural minor. So that's his starting point. If that was a bit too many notes for you to start with, you could use the E minor pentatonic scale, which just takes a couple away. So E, G, A, B, D, E. So it takes away the F sharp and the C. That would be a very good way of improvising. That you would just stay on that for the whole tune. You could just do the whole break on the E minor pentatonic. You could add one blues note to that, which would add a really cool sound. Add a B flat or the sharp, sort of the flat 5. That instantly gives you a bit of an edge. So, and that actually, well, the melody is built off that. If you think about that, is the melody. It's an E minor blues pentatonic. So you could do a really cool solo just off those 6 notes. Where the combination of the two comes in, I think David Grisman is playing the minor scale with that blues note from the pentatonic added. So I think that's his framework. And he almost just uses that and goes up and down it. So just, this is a really good tune just to dive in and sort of see how much you can stick to that scale. Up and down, around, up the neck, down the neck. Just that scale. And just to see what phrases you could come up with, I've written 3 down. So phrase 1 is this. So that's sort of matches the chords a bit. And then second phrase. That's very similar to a David Grisman one. He starts his whole solo with sort of up here on the E scale. And then something David Grisman does a lot of is sort of droning an E string. So, because that, even though that's sort of droning an E, that's still notes from that E minor pentatonic. So take a moment, have a little play. If you want to write a solo, that's perfectly valid if you want to just go for it. Even if you just want to play the melody and vary from the melody. So you could do... You could almost just fill the gap in between each phrase. Just put sort of 6 extra notes in, and as far as I'm concerned, that's a pretty good solo. So just to finish this lesson off, let's have a jam round. So we're going to keep jumping around melody, chords, melody, chords, melody, chords. So I'll play the melody first, then I'll play some chords, then I'll play the melody, then I'll play some chords. Hopefully you'll have the confidence to do a little bit of improvising. I don't want to tell you what to play. I've given you the framework of what to play, and then you can take it from there. So here we go. Same speed, so we'll stick at 90. Melody, chords, melody, chords. 1, 2, 3, 4. You ready for your break? Go! Here's the A. My turn. Your turn. Here's the A, big finish. That's everything I wanted to show you today for EMD. It's a short little tune with a relatively simple chord chart. It's like I said, it's a real jumping off point for writing solos, having a big room full of people jamming along as fast as you can, eat my dust. It's a great fun, just such a classic David Grisman tune. I hope you've enjoyed learning it. I hope you take it away and take it to a local session. Thanks for watching. Hit like and subscribe if you've enjoyed what we've done today. Head over to mandomic.com for all the other free lessons, and we'll see you next month.